two teams played back on May from that lower leg injury. This duo has been clicking. Plum always locked and loaded. That one
transition game, and you're off.
Going to slop off of her. Is the best two-way player.
Best player offensively.
Wilson called for the foul. Look at that, only missed one shot. Caitlin off the curl.
It looks like Vegas has switched. That'll be 3 free throws.
When you called that game for us, they were down
10 before Phoenix made a run at it. The
Gamecocks right here. Do you see the double cut?
Wilson, but you have to start the game. Even though she's capable, but you got to go with the.
She's now second in the league in
double-doubles for Angel Reese.
Clark was able to get it into Smith. Concern for Christie's sides.
Be a quarter-court game. This has to be
taking a shot yet. Young pick and roll and easy.
Pushing shooters to the corner.
Chemistry is getting.
You wanting more. And she said with her,
she is the salt. Where's the
salty in a good way? That's an Alyssa Smith. But with her, I think she's the best point guard in the world. Asia Wilson have taken a shot.
What? The Las Vegas Aces not score a lot of points, but she certainly
on Stokes. You heard a big last year.
Well, this is what a great scorer she was in college.
She's one of those greats.
Position inside. And Lou Samuelson, that might have been all ball.
Hawkeye fans in this building.
Twos and a lot of Indiana fever. And
Phoenix. Kelsey Mitchell up at Indiana's hit their last 4 shots. The Fever in scoring. Left open, a little floater.
Added more value. Look at that, she brings it up guard, but when she's not, they have.
Young gets it over to Plum. Rebound.
Stroke from the deep corner.
Hosts New York for Warren games. Go to depth settings, ratings, record setting. In fact, Benlay just jumped for Mitchell in this game. Plum's one of them.
Pam.
That's right. Plum is second. Kelsey Mitchell did use and was so gracious. Asia uses that left.
Well, look at that pass. I guess they have to continue to play in transition.
Olympic team. Plum right back. Megan Gustafson.
But she can bring some versatility off the bench.
Came around. Gustafson as they conclude this Western. Good decision in the first quarter. Wallace pulls up.
Emerson got the start tonight.
Games. Asia
scoring 26 points,
which is currently. So Gustafson had a foul. Clark, who's
to the free throw line, 12 of 13.
We are just breaking down and guarding our man.
93 points per game last year.
Has that many weapons on the floor.
Indiana starts this second quarter. Here's Dantes, last play on the floor.
Off the timeout by Becky Hammond.
Now they need a shot. They get 2019. Kate Martin on the. Wilson just shoots it. Wheeler threw it.
Challenge to take her off the floor.
Time they played season. Remember they started 1-8.
Like I think Seattle's playing 9 straight games.
Interesting schedule. Smith. Parallel support and dedication, very short amount of time. Alyssa Smith is a little bit too strong, but Asia is
the backboard. It's hard to block her shot.
Scoring-wise, Boston, Wilson, tax.
Uh-oh!
Here goes Asia!
Rebound, you bring it up the floor. You
some 7 since, including not to attack Stokes this time. Williams, but Asia Wilson.
Wait to have some. We better be on that.
Very well deserved for
Akers. You want to keep going?
Wheeler decides to shoot.
They go to film,
and so does Had. Doesn't get a lot of playing time, but
Caitlin to keep her in front. But then at
15 of the last 16, so good at so many things. All of them from the free throw line. Caitlin
going in that matchup with Clark
for Asia. Legs that gets fouled on
the rim.
Look at the line. Now spinning on Boston. There it out. Boston backs the basket and gets her first 5 shots from the floor. Olsen steps back on Clark.
A 3-point shooter. Mitchell to score with Las Vegas
as to where to go. And that was back to Young. Caitlin again, a little hesitation during that 11-game stretch.
In terms of off their schedule, you know.
Grabs it, tries to go.
Athletic.
He went there just to go.
The ball in spots where we feel she can do something.
Smith to the free throw. It was a back-to-backer right after
6 field goals. She said, we feel like we're
Plum left wide open, and she makes it. Gets it over to Smith from the free throw line. Gray, corner three. Aaliyah Boston, tough
Catching the ball, I think. Kelsey
Gray bounce pass over to Wilson.
wins that shot.
Not take a single shot in the first. Rescue the pass. There's her first shot at the championship run. To start things off here in the third. Nice back ball for Caitlin tonight. Young taking the shot on 7 attempts. Gray to Wilson, who was grabbed. And now the other Clark, Alicia Smith, one hand her tonight. Caitlin, success. Jackie Young calling for the ball underneath. Samuelson got the start. Chelsea Young, or Chuck Clark, launches, nails it. Averaging almost
3-quarter in the way they played at Phoenix.
Plum driving and finishing on the bench. Best team will be on the 5, back up to 8. Good look for Boston. Young, a little bit of space.
Vegas rotating
It inside. In fact, Benley.
side of that action.
Career high is 7. Young. Clark again going to 61 points. Plum doesn't need much time. Chelsea Gray on the bench. Clock winding down, so it's all Asia. 22 points this season. Becky Hammond did not agree. Young around the Wilson screen. And it certainly does. Shoot around. Plum. T-Mobile Arena. Moved from Michelob Ultra. Plum. 4 foul. At 7:30 Eastern, followed by Vegas.
Game was just a couple of possessions. Their defense that locked in.
Clark. Plum. Run after Indians up 10 threes tonight. Jackie Young.
Score for Vegas, and then there's the WNBA and these 12 team
Area joins next year. Samuelson, who got the start today. Wow. And we got close. 4 people short of the highest attendance.
sold out. 9 of the top. It's good business for the league. It's tangible, and it's here tonight. He's won it twice. If you don't know who she
We're now under 5 minutes.
and athleticism with the
Face. Plum. Oh my.
This did have some
Shooting only 36% in as many minutes. Attempts. Fouls. Stop! Mitchell again.
He comes down
Yep.
with a rebound.
Young.
Shut the door on Indiana like they did
This quarter. Asia, little fade away.
Tempo can change throughout the game.
To Boston, who rolls it. Asia Wilson and Chelsea.
Indiana looks like they're showing a little zone so well at a high level. Kelsey Plum
Defense. But she has 10 assists.
fights with different matchups on this team. They're all legitimate.
Clock winding down, and Clark didn't. Lots of fans coming out. We see up to 6, so a couple of days to regroup. But missed 8 of 12 shots. Defending champs. Good. Clark playing league.
A team win for Vegas. Sydney Colson is a 42% three-point shooter.
Mitchell need to hit some threes to have a chance.
They're going to have to score with Las Vegas.
Going through all the calculations in her mind as to where to go. And that was Jackie Young. Caitlin again, a little hesitation. Played the Liberty 3 times during that 11-game stretch.
They'll get a chance to knock New York out in terms of off their schedule.
You know, Indiana gives it away again. Plum grabs it, tries to go. Plum.
So athletic.
Sister went to try out. Kelsey went there just to go.
You know, we just kind of want to continue to get her the ball in spots where we feel she can do something.
Enjoying watching that foul that sent Melissa Smith to the free throw line in that brutal stretch. That was a back-to-backer right after.
Shooting 33% in that second quarter, made 6 field goals. She said, we feel like we're
Rebound. Gray gets it out to Plum, left wide open, and she makes it.
Las Vegas.
Caitlin Clark gets it over to Smith from the free throw line. Young. Gray, corner 3. Bounce, and just 2 turnovers. Aaliyah Boston, tough.
5 from Kelsey when she came over here for catching the ball, I think. Kelsey.
Gray bounce pass over to Wilson.
Stokes does right there, gets to challenge that shot.
And Stokes doing so much to not take a single shot in the first. Wilson able to rescue the pass. There's her first shot at integral part of this double championship run from the outside to start things off here in the third.
Nice back them.
Just the second made field goal for Caitlin tonight. Good ball movement. Young taking the shot. Just one field goal on 7 attempts. Gray to Wilson, who was grabbing a foul on Clark. And now the other Clark, Alicia Clark. Vegas has missed. Caitlin Smith, one hand coming in. A lot of fans here to see her tonight.
Had not scored until that basket.
Caitlin always dressed for success. Jackie Young shot here in this quarter. Calling for the ball underneath, guarded by Wilson. Samuelson got the start. Chelsea Young, Clark launches, nails it.
Except for one corner triple.
Averaging almost 3
by Indiana, very similar to the third quarter in the way they played at Phoenix for a layup.
Plum driving and finishing. Talking over there on the bench. In the 3x3 U.S. team will be on the 5. Just like that, the lead's back up to 8. Good look for Boston. Young, a little bit of space.
Some open looks. They've got to get Vegas rotating.
Boston now getting it inside. In fact, Benley
getting numbers on the backside of that action.
For Asia, career high is 7. Young. Clark again going left. Combining for 42 of Vegas's 61 points. Plum doesn't need much time.
Quickly striking on the other end.
Quarter. Chelsea Gray on the bench. Shot clock winding down, so it's all Asia.
Through the nail.
22. First time she didn't score 20 points this season. Becky Hammond did not agree. Yeah. Young around the Wilson screen.
Hammond said it just really puts all things in perspective.
Yeah, it certainly does. She had a jersey on today. We saw her at shoot-around. Plum shoot-arounds. From T-Mobile Arena. So we're available. Moved from Michelob Ultra. Plum.
The foul, 2 free throws for Kelsey Plum.
4 foul, 18 points. Friday on Ion, Atlanta, Dallas at 7:30 Eastern, followed by Vegas rebounds.
When the game was just a couple of possessions, 21-8 in the fourth quarter, it was their defense that locked in.
Clark faces it down. Plum. It's a 10-0 Vegas run after Indiana. Plum has hit 6 of 10 threes tonight. Last year. Jackie Young.
So versatile on the top of the floor for Vegas, and then there's A to be around the WNBA and these 12 teams.
Soon to be 14 teams. The Bay Area joins next year. Samuelson, who got the start to the comeback for her. Wow, 74. And we got close. About 24 people short of the highest attendance.
I mean, everywhere Indiana goes is sold out. 9 of the top. Yes, exactly. And it's good business for the league. It's doing. Clarkonomics is real and tangible, and it's here tonight.
Heard her.
Tracy Calkins won it twice. If you don't know who she.
We're now under 5
athletes in this league. The incredible fitness and athleticism. with the
points tonight. Jackie Young saying she was hit in the face. Plum, oh my, 12 points alone in this quarter.
I think the defense of Vegas did have some to be sped up tonight.
Fever shooting only 36%. Plum now with 34 points in as many minutes. 5 threes on 9 attempts. Was playing with 5 fouls. Stokes! Mitchell again.
Kia Stokes with 4 white jerseys comes down with a rebound.
Shot clock winding down. Jackie Young.
Fourth quarter lead, and they shut the door on Indiana like they did.
Bring Indiana 19-8 in this quarter. Asia little fade away.
Their balance is too good. Their pace and tempo can change throughout the game.
Clark to Boston, who rolls it along with Jackie Young, Asia Wilson, and Chelsea.
And they've all earned a spot there. Indiana looks like they're showing a little zone. Jackie Young, who plays her role so well at a high level. Kelsey Plum.
Playing defense. Young has not shot the ball well tonight, but she has 10 assists.
What you need in different nights with different matchups. 2-1, and there's no decoy on this team. They're all legitimate.
Shot clock winding down, and Clark didn't. Yeah, very frustrating. Lots of fans coming out. We see it doesn't get any easier. They don't have to play until 6, so a couple of days to regroup.
Rematch of the Commissioner's Cup.
Tonight, 13 points, but missed 8 of 12 shots. But the two-time defending champs held out her hand for Clark to shake, and Clark playing with an impressive win.
A team win for Vegas.